I'm Andy Hanselman from Andy Hanselman Consulting, and I help businesses get better at what they do by what we call thinking in 3D, which is about being dramatically and demonstrably different. I work for a consultancy business for somebody else, and we helped grow that quite successfully. And 17 years ago now, decided, well, now have a go at it myself. And we were obviously advising other businesses, so we thought have a go at it ourselves. I'm not sure. My first ever job was actually working down the pit. I used to work down a coal mine. But no, I don't think I have. I think one of those things that once I started working with lots of entrepreneurs, with the consulting business we worked with, it was helping fast growth businesses get faster at what they were doing, and just thought this is the route for me. Absolutely. I mean, certainly when I worked down the pit, the teamwork was immense. It was fantastic. You learnt a lot. I learnt a lot. I was quite young and naive. I learnt a lot, and I think some things today I still find go back to some of the things that we did there that some were good, some weren't so good, but certainly the learning was good. I think in the early days, just the very nature of what we're doing, we're selling an intangible, so it is training and consultancy. So you've got to get the credibility. Certainly, when I was young, people used to sort of think, "Well, what's this youngster know about telling me how to run my business?" And we used to say, "Well, it's a fresh approach." As I've got a little bit older, it's got a little bit easier. Yeah, we work with a real mix of entrepreneurs, fast growth businesses and small growing businesses. So we're based here in Sheffield, but we work all over the country. We run programs. The classic one for us is what we call owner managed moving to team managed, where it's somebody who's built his or her business and recognises that maybe they need to try and let go and let others get involved and drive it on from there. When it first started, it was me and Jill, my other half, and one person, Maxine, who started with us. And I remember taking the big step of employing our first ever modern apprentice, and that was a huge step. And we grew that originally, so we got to about sort of 12 people in the business, and then we sold that to the management team, and then started again, and it's just three of us now. I think the real challenges are creating more customers. It's still tough out there. There's a lot of uncertainty. Luckily, we've got quite a number of regular clients that keep coming back for more, which is great. And I think, again, a challenge that most small businesses face is just getting the money in. Jill, my other half, she has what we call PWT, which is pre-wages tension every month. Have we got enough money in to actually pay the bills? But we normally do, and we have. I think it's crucial. I really think I've seen lots of great businesses do brilliant things, but if they don't A, get paid for it, and B, get paid on time, they struggle. I think the accountants, if they add real value, can actually really help businesses. I always remember once us running a program some years ago where we had sort of 14 entrepreneurs on a program, and one of them said, "I did a brilliant thing the other day. I actually asked my accountant. I rang him up, and he said, 'We don't normally hear from you till March the 31st.' I said, 'I know you don't.' He said, 'March 31st, I need a load of stuff. I don't really understand what comes back.' He says, 'I want you to come up with 10 ideas how you can add value to my business, please.' He said, I put the phone down on him. And what happened is these ideas came through. So on the programme, we got the entrepreneurs, we're all going to do that. And they all went away and did it. I actually got a phone call about 5 days later from a particular client, a particular accountant rather, who'd had 9 of his clients ring up and asked him. And it turns out of the 14 people on the programme, 9 had got the same accountant. It helped him. And I think for me, it's kind of demonstrating this thing, how do you add value to businesses? If you're just going to tick boxes and do the books, then I'm not sure that's the way forward. I think everybody learns differently. One of the ways that we tend to find works well is we run programs where we take them through a number of processes. But it's actually working with others, working with other like-minded entrepreneurs and learning from each other. It's not teaching people in class, it's giving people some examples. So a classic one is getting them to sort of work strategically on the business rather than in it. And they all know they should be doing it, but maybe not quite sure how. So by learning from each other and putting time in the diary and working with them, it helps them do those things. But I think a lot of entrepreneurs love learning from and working with others to do it. Absolutely, and I think I think a great phrase I heard not long ago is that the Joneses no longer live next door. You're not just competing with other people next door to you or down the street from you. It is all over the world, and I think there are massive opportunities, but by definition there are massive threats. And I think anybody that sort of ignores that now is struggling. Well, I'd love to be doing it globally. You know, one of the things for me, I'd rather be presenting in New York than York. Maybe it's one of the ways of looking at it. And we do some work abroad, but yeah, I think the messages that we tell people about seem to work wherever they are in the world. Best way is probably on andyhanselman.com, very magnificently titled website, and there are tools and techniques there to help entrepreneurs get better at what they do.